Good morning and welcome, and thank you all for coming this morning to 20 Stories. There's lots of friends of ours in the room. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David Porter. I have the pleasure of looking after the Knight Frank Manchester office. Hopefully, we're all going to learn something today. I know I have over the last few weeks in helping put this together.
I think the most exciting thing about tech is just it's ubiquitous, it's everywhere, and it's changing every industry sector you can think about.
Because if you take a broader definition of tech, if you take this definition of tech, it's about the application of scientific knowledge to solve practical problems in industry or commerce. You suddenly get a very broader definition of technology.
You know, tech's influencing law firms, accountancy firms, it's changing the way that organisations are structured.
IT is absolutely part of it, but what is also part of it is media, advanced manufacturing, advanced materials, life sciences, and energy and environmental sciences. A broader definition of technology suddenly gets you into a very different place in terms of this city, its attributes, and its potential opportunity.
We've got a great flow of talent coming out of the universities, and there is evidence to suggest that talent pool actually wants to stay in the city because of its vibrancy and buzz. And so I think there's a lot to play for Manchester as a tech centre.
Look at that tech sector analysis of the North and tell me that we don't get growth from it.
So from a real estate perspective, technology is driving massive change, and I think that's really exciting.
Now I want to talk about the art of being a tech landlord. And I give you this from my perspective of representing a lot of landlords for tech over 20 years now. I think the most important lesson is that landlords that want to be aggressive and attract tech tenants should build out the space ahead of time. Build it and they will come. And they will pay more. And they will ask for less. The deals will be done quicker and easier. And the landlords will enjoy a much better return. And if they do a good job and use quality materials, they're going to have a list and a line of tenants waiting to beat down the space, which will drive up the rents and knock down free rent and provide a better return.
The likes of Techro, Reich, Datadog, we're seeing a lot more of those type of businesses come in, establish footprints. It's a different type of setup. What they want is they don't quite know where they're going to be in 2, 4, 5 years' time. So what they want is a lot more lease flexibility day one. Your traditional landlord looks for long-term leases. We need to sit down, understand these businesses, understand how the covenant works, and then come up with more creative solutions.
I think the thing from Manchester, the place to be is what you can see. It's a great city. You've got fairly cheap rents for people to come and live. So you're going to get a younger workforce here.
You know, look out the window. There are cranes everywhere. It's a success story. You come to cool new bars like this, and you're looking out there and you think, crikey, there is a lot of money being invested.
So I promise we'd throw this out to you guys. If anyone's got a burning question.
You talked a lot about the future of tech landlords and the partnership, yeah? So isn't the logical next step all about making space free, so you don't actually charge for it, and disrupt how property is valued?
Personally, I don't think it's about giving the space for free, but I think where we're heading as an industry, whether we like it or not, is towards a pay-as-you-go type.
Everybody's working with tech. Covers lots of different sectors, a number of different companies. Some you would never have thought of, the legal practices, the accountants.
It's an interesting industry because it constantly changes, evolves. So it's something that never stands still.
As deep as we are in this cycle, there's still so much more tech being invented.
And I think it's just revolutionising, really, the way we think about property.
Today, everything, is done, sort of via app, and as a consumer, that opens up a massive range of possibilities.
There are companies right now in San Francisco that nobody's heard of that I'm sure 10 years from now will be household names over here. Not to mention the ones that were invented 10 years ago that are now building million-square-foot campuses over here. So there's a lot more innovation to come.
And I think specifically about Manchester, why it's really exciting is the fact that we're just at the start of a wave. Every new week we hear about new potential occupiers coming to the city, and I think it's a really exciting journey.
It's going to make Manchester such a vibrant, exciting city to live in, which in turn is going to start to attract more and more companies, I think, coming to Manchester because they're all after the talent, and particularly the tech companies. And the talent's going to be here because we're going to have the buzz in the city that's going to achieve that.
When an occupier is looking about where they're going to put a HQ or where they're going to invest, they actually start with, can I get the talent and the skills that I need?
You're now being able to attract people to brilliant businesses, whereas traditionally they're all in London and they're now moving away.
We've got great culture in the city. It's music, it's sport. It's a wonderful place to live. The cost of living is significantly less to the likes of London, for example.
The most exciting thing in Manchester for me at the moment is just the sheer number of people we're going to have living in the city.
Manchester draws a lot of parallels with Dublin. I think it's a young, vibrant workforce. It's a trendy place and it's a cool place.
You've got Pennines there, you've got the Lake District up the road, and you've got really good occupiers.